Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. I'm being joined by Mr. Bumpy Road Brews this fine evening, and we are getting through some beers here. We're reviewing some beers that he brought, and then we're going to review some beers that I got later. This is one that he brought over. It's called Trees for Troops. It is a spruce tip red ale. Very interesting. I've only had one spruce tip beer before. It was from Sam Adams. It was their Alpine Lager, and I thought it was pretty good. So this is from Rek Lis Brewing Company. They are out of Bethlehem. Not the Bethlehem you might be thinking of. We're talking about Bethlehem, New Hampshire here. This is a red ale clocking in at 5.5% ABV. The hops that they use in this beer are Triumph, Chinook, and Saz. And they have a pale malt, honey malt, and victory malt backbone. I've never had this beer before. Have you had this one? No. Okay, so this is new to both of us. I've had a beer from Rek Lis before. I think it was probably one that you shared.
Pretentious hopper.
That you shared with me a while ago. Nice holiday beer there. You got the Christmas tree. And the proceeds, some of the proceeds go to the...
I think there's a story.
To the troops.
There's a whole story.
We're not going to read this whole story, but the proceeds are going to families of troops that are deployed overseas. So, nice cause. Hopefully a nice beer from Rek lis Brewing Company. So we're going to go ahead and pour it up here and see what we're working with. 5.5%. This should be a nice, relatively sessionable type beer to get the evening going. Although we've had a few beers.
Wash down some of the pizza.
Wash down some of the pizza that we've had.
The jalapeno.
Jalapeno. All right. It's a good looking beer. The camera never does it justice. It's more of like, I would say like a amber, almost copper.
Yeah, kind of a copper.
There you go.
Red.
There's a little bit. If I hold it right there,
yeah,
you can see some of the light shining through it. It's a good looking beer. Nice fingers worth of a off-white khaki colored head, I would say. Looks good. Nothing floating around. It looks pretty clear. Maybe a little bit of a chill haze, or maybe a little bit of a haze, but
yeah, just unfiltered kind of.
But not.
You can see through it if you have enough lighting behind you. There,
right. But nothing floating around. No big chunks, anything like that. I'm already getting like a piney type note.
Yeah. There's also a big fruit blast. It almost smells like a jam of some sort on like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You got like a strawberry jam or something?
It's definitely got like a fruity, like strawberry jam with pine needles in it. I mean, that's, I don't know how else to really describe that. It definitely has that pininess, and you can tell it's not from the hops, though. It's that spruce, that's the spruce tips that they put in here. I was getting the same type of aroma with the Alpine Lager from Samuel Adams, which I'm pretty sure has been discontinued. But it was a seasonal beer that they put out in their holiday variety packs in years past. It smells good. You get some of that roasted, that toasty malt from the like kind of a caramel. Yeah, a little bit of a caramel on there from the roasted malt.
Smells pretty bright to me for a red ale, so yeah, that's a good thing.
It smells good, and at 5.5%, this is made to have a few if you want. Good looking beer in the glass, good aromas. Let's dive in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, I like that. That fruitiness kind of comes through immediately. It's almost like a strawberry jelly, and then you get the
spruce tip.
The spruce tip
All the way throughout.
That is good.
It's like a Christmas tree.
This is so different than, I mean, this is a refreshing change of pace for me. I've been drinking so many Spyglass and Treehouse, like double, triple IPAs, and
pretty light body too.
It is. This is something you could drink a few of, but it's got a ton of character. It's light body, but it's full of flavor. It's not watery or anything like that. It's like a jam or a preserve, like a fruit preserve type of thing with the spruce tip in there. Really a nice balance.
Yeah, it's I'd say moderately bitter for a red ale.
And it's super crisp too. This is like ultimate crispness, I should say, not crispy. like the fried chicken.
Like this drink's more like a lager, I think, like a red lager.
Which this is an ale, right?
Yeah.
it does drink more like a red lager than an ale. It does have the hop bite, but it's really more sweet. And the spruce tips provide, when you have your West Coast IPAs, you get that piney kind of resinous note. You get the pininess, but it's not resinous or like sticky in the sense that you get that lingering bitterness. It's kind of a quick drop off.
You just bit
into a pine tree, but it doesn't. It doesn't linger. It's not unpleasant.
Yeah.
It's not. The bitterness is well balanced with the malt character that you get. I mean,
you get a little bit of like a biscuity type note in the finish.
Right. I mean, you can tell you got some toasted malt in there. The color. I mean, it's really pretty. It's nice ruby red. When I hold it up at that angle there to the light, it's a pretty beer. Medium carbonation, nice prickly, effervescent type feel to it. I can't get over that jam effect, that marmalade, like fruity character. It's obviously coming from the malt and the combination with the spruce tips and the hops, because there's no.
They said there's honey malt in this, right?
Honey malt, yeah. So no honey, but the way, yeah. Honey malt. Victory malt, which I don't know a lot about Victory malt.
Victory gives biscuity.
So you get the biscuity from that, which I'm picking up on as well, the biscuity kind of crackery notes. And pale malt. So pale, honey, and Victory malt. This is really good. I'm really enjoying this. I wish you had brought like a whole 6-pack of this. This would be a good beer to like as a buffer in between some of the.
It's not bad. It's not bad for a because a lot of times you get like the beers that are done for a cause, and it's like the breweries
they're not that good.
Yeah.
They just throw something together to try to the money grab
right
for the whatever the cause is.
This is definitely unique, and I think they spent some time on it.
Yeah, I agree, and you don't see a ton of these spruce tip types of beers. It's really kind of a odd commodity, but I love the label design. I love the concept. I love the fact that a lot of the money goes to the families of the troops, and it's not just a like a gimmicky beer. It works. It really works. Like I've had like the Alpine Lager. It's okay, but this is much better. This is much better than that. So I will hold on. All right, we are back. That was the wife bringing out herself and asking for food. She didn't bring us anything, actually. So she took away. So back to the beer. I like this. I'm just going to go ahead and throw out a 94. I think it's a pretty solid A for what it is. It's unique. It's definitely got all the flavors working in union. There's no conflicting flavors. The malt and the hops kind of work together. The spruce tips provide a pininess without a lot of bitterness, without the resinous type qualities that you get with a West Coast IPA. And the toasted malt with the red ale, you get caramel, and then that fruity, jammy note is really enjoyable. So I'm at a 94.
I'm not a big red ale fan, and this is one that I can actually drink and appreciate. I do wish it was a little bit more in the malt profile for me, but I'm at I'm at a very good.
So 87, 88.
Like, so if I was to do my 50 point, I'd probably be right around like a 41.5, 42.
So very good would be anywhere from like 85 to 87. And then great, B plus, would be 88, 89. So I would say very good would be 86 or 87, somewhere in there. So a solid B, getting up there towards a B plus. And then for me, an A, but not an A, just 94. Run of the mill, middle of the pack with the A rating. It is excellent, I think. It's very well crafted. I like the uniqueness of it. I like the way that all the flavors kind of work together. I think my favorite part about it is that surprising, like strawberry type note.
Mushrooms.
So anyway, I think that's 94 for me, and then an 87 would be. We got mushrooms. We got mushrooms here.
Mushrooms.
Thank you. She's gone. Okay. So that'll we'll just wrap up this review here and eat some mushrooms. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Thanks to Bumpy for sharing this one with me. Rek lis Trees for Troops Spruce Tipped Red Ale. Buy it, try it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And we'll see you right here on the next one. We got more beers to review. This is just the first one, so hang tight. It's coming. They're coming, people. Cheers.
Cheers.